we talking to? And young gods, OGs and young gods.
I know you guys are probably asking yourselves, who gave this nigga the right to write a Bible? But if we all look past the lies and false teachers of the men that portray themselves to be the powers that be and seek the truth, our lives just as well as all that lives lives are Bible. No matter what man-made religion we believe in, just being true to thy Lord within ourselves will bring us peace. It's gonna be alright, cause in hell, we can't win the war between good and evil without being truthful to the powers that be.
Hood, hierarchy, mob pad. Every single episode, man, we gonna give them a little background.
I know how I feel because I done been through that 1,000 times. Lovely ghetto you, beautiful ghetto you, sweet ghetto.
We made so much doing that. I started taking that money throwing the concerts.
It's your boy Project Pata, Hood Hierarchy, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, look, man, if it ain't in the hood, man, it ain't on here.
Hey, this your boy Mario Cannon, man. You rocking with Hood Hierarchy. You already know what's going down.
Team Pretty P stand up. It's a wrap. Tune in.
It's Deli Dale. And whenever I got time and I'm relaxing and I'm chilling, I don't give a damn if I'm laying in the bed with you. I'm checking out Hood Hierarchy. And it's just that simple, just that easy.
It's 7 Up, man, straight from Brooklyn. I want y'all to check my boy out, Uncle Beast, Hood Hierarchy. Get the dopest interviews, the dopest content, the dopest platform, straight from Chi-Town, man. You know what it is, man. We representing Uncle Beast, Hood Hierarchy. That's the highest of prestige. Get it? You already know. That's on game. You heard?
Well, what's happening? It's the one and only HD president, Mr. Bow Bow Bow. This is Hood Hierarchy checking in. I'm signing out. HD4, bow, bow, bow.
I'm booked and I'm busy. Yeah, I'm booked and I'm busy. Yeah, I'm busy. I'm about my money and not too many. Can't get with me. Stick to my lonely. Stick to my homies. Cause I ain't friendly. Ain't no gimme. I pull it out the mud. Before I give this to you quick, ain't no showing love. I'm booked and I'm busy.
Yeah, I'm booked. Damn so busy. Schedule paper money, run it up.
Welcome aboard the Choppin Experience.
West, what up, y'all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wednesday night chop up.
Chop.
Yes, we here, y'all. We here. You know. Appreciate y'all. YouTube, Instagram. Come on over to YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. Be a part of the conversation. We could post it for you. We could put it on the screen. We can't do it on Facebook and Instagram, so come on over. It's your big homie, Trey Boogie.
And Bloodstone, the street preacher, the underhound.
K9 Compton in the building.
And we here. The Wednesday night chop up, y'all. The Wednesday night chop.
Sir, again, one more again, the journey continues, coming live from the headquarters. You know what it is.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate every one of y'all that be tapping in. Let us know where you watching from. Put it in the comment. Let us know where you're watching from. You know, yeah, and we could put it on the screen and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So tap in, you know what I'm saying? Interact. You need to interact with us.
The Unfadable. We see you. Saying sup,
What up,
everyone.
D? What up, D?
Shout out. Much love. Appreciate you, homie. Thank you very much for tapping in.
What's up,
Appreciate
Mr. Everywhere? Patrick Phillips,
Mr.
what's up? What's good with you,
Everywhere,
bro?
man. Mr. Everywhere.
Homie, much love for tapping in.
Tapping in. Florida in the building.
In the building.
Yes, sir.
In the house.
In the
Yes,
house.
sir. The Unfadable, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all been like y'all loyal viewers. You know what I mean?
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.
We appreciate y'all, man. Hey, man. K9, how you doing, bro? How you doing?
Man, I'm chilling, man. It's been a busy day. Let's just say it's been a busy 3 days. You know what I'm saying? It's been a whole lot going on. Family member death. Still trying to catch up with that. Get that situated. And just a lot of stuff going on. You know, I was out Sunday. Got to go out to Broadway Sunday with the lowriders and stuff. And
yeah, you sent me the video. That was dope.
Homie, that was cool.
Yeah, out there doing it, you know, just pretty much staying afloat, man, keeping everything moving. You know what I'm saying? Still trying to, still working on the music, still doing that, and
for sure,
get ready for the new stuff.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
That's all. You dig? What's been up with you, man?
Oh man, surviving and just doing my thing, man. You know, trying to make it do what it do, staying out the way. Finish up, I'm gonna go to the studio, man, and finish up the last 2 songs of my new EP, The Underhound, coming soon, man. And so, just trying to stay working, gotta stay working, staying with it, staying committed.
That's right. Keybird, we see you, man. Adam, what's up, family? What's up,
Bert? What up?
For sure. Appreciate y'all.
And yeah, I said I've said on the last couple podcasts, like I ain't been feeling too good, but Friday night chop up. Make sure you come watch. I'm gonna let y'all know what's up. I got an appointment tomorrow. I'm gonna let y'all know what's up on Friday. But yeah, man, we're blessed though. We're here. Everybody, I did that because everyone got something we're going through. You know what I mean? No matter big or small, it's still a something that we're going through. So we appreciate y'all like y'all appreciate us. You did.
Thank you very much.
We're trying to give you this good content.
Yes, sir.
And speaking of good content, I'm gonna start it off, man. Because I'm a hip hopper, man. I'm that's what I am. I live, talk, breathe, walk hip hop.
Exactly.
So I wanted to know, Cheryl, we see you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you tapping in.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. I wanted to know, because we're older now, right?
Yes,
we see, I was born in 70. I was born before hip hop. So I want to know this. And y'all watching, y'all in the comments, y'all still on Facebook and Instagram, because y'all haven't came over to YouTube.
Yeah.
Either one of our YouTubes. They're all up there. K9's YouTube plus just come to one of the YouTubes. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Check it out.
I want to know this, man. What era do you think was the best for hip hop? What era?
Man.
The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the present, like what eras do you think was the best for hip hop? I'm going to tell you mine.
What?
You think because I'm older, right? You would think I'm thinking about the golden era with, Run DMC, when hip hop was hip hop. I love that. As a B-boy, love that.
Yeah, I
think it evolved in what they call the new golden era, and that was the era of the 2000s, late 90s with Snoop, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne.
The early 90s.
You know what I mean? I'm thinking that era right there because the foundation was laid and they knew the assignment. The 90s, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They knew the assignment. They listened to the elders. They gave props to the elders. They knew, they knew who the elders were. Like this generation don't care about a Tupac or a Biggie or nobody. They don't even know who they are.
Yeah, man, I feel you.
What say you, Bloodstone?
My favorite era, man, is the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's, I lived it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time, we learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? We learned a lot in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, like you said, had a message and, we listened and we participated. We listened, man, and, it was good music. And, some of us did our thing and we did our thing to that music. But my favorite is the 90s, man, no doubt. The 90s.
The 90s?
Yeah.
We see you, Shout Body. We see you, Shout Body.
Yes, sir.
What say you? K9?
I actually, man, to be honest, I would, the 90s was cool, but to me, it's more the 80s, man. It's more of, because it was so fresh and it was so authentic. You know what I'm saying? It's like with the groups that was busting in the 80s, and for them to get radio play and them to do all their stuff, like it was a whole lot of music going on in the 80s, man. In late 80s, 87, 88. There was a whole lot of music going on, man. I would say the 80s, man. I kind of really felt the 80s, from instrumental to the beats to the rap to everything. I would give it to the 80s.
Like I said, the 80s was the foundation, but the Jay-Z's and the Snoops and everyone knew the assignment. You know what I mean? It ain't like now. Like it fell off. Like we're not the number one genre no more. Like it's I say now it's a difference between hip hop and rap. There's a big difference.
I like the 90s. Excuse me for cutting you off.
There's a difference between hip hop and rap.
Yeah.
Hip hop have all the elements. I always say hip hop or rap is something you do. Hip hop is something you live.
Yep. I like the 90s, man, because, that's where, living out here on the West Coast, NWA, like you said, NWA and all that. But, a lot of cats, we had to serving them out the trunk. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of us got famous. Got our little star, man, was selling them out the trunk, homie. You know what I'm talking about, K9? We was serving them out the trunk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That was why I went into the 80s, because that was NWA. That was like 88.
Yeah, late 80s, early 90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we used to serve them out the trunk, man. I remember going on ventures and going on missions and serving them out the trunk. Going out there, before CDs, and then when CDs came, you were serving CDs, the whole thing, man. Mixtapes, the whole thing.
Yep. Shout out to Too Short, Too Short, MC Pooh, Ascari. It was a lot of stuff going on in the 80s, man, that don't even get its flowers. That it's a lot of music that was going on in the 80s that people don't get their flowers, and you had to be really creative in the 80s because there's only so many instruments you could use on a track. It's like the drums, when you was making beats, it was limited stuff that you could use, and they had to get real creative to go create a sound from over here, LA sound, Compton sound, a Bay Area sound, a San Diego sound. You had to do all this stuff to get these sounds. And people was creative, and they was creative with the limited source.
Yep. We're opening up the lines right now. We're going to open up the line. Let's talk about this topic right now. A lot of y'all in the comments, and we see you. We see you. Everyone's saying the 80s. Call in right now, 619-720-1775. We got limited to 2 minutes so everyone could get on.
So call in and voice your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has an opinion. Go on and voice yours.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? 619-720-1775.
Slick Rick said, Adam said, yes, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, Roxanne, right. All the battles, Roxanne Shantae battles and all that. I believe that. That was the foundation.
Yeah.
But the latter part, which they even call the the next golden age era. You know, it was the golden age era, and then the next golden age era was Snoop, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Nas, all them people.
Yeah.
They knew the assignment. They kept it going. They showed homage. They loved the OGs. Now, like I said, nowadays they don't care about it, nothing. Even local artists don't know who, you know what I mean, and don't care. It's all about them. It's all about them. Tap in with us, y'all. 619-720-1775. Tap in with us. Let us know what y'all think.
Yes, sir.
Once we move on to the next topic, lines will be shut until we open it back up.
Yes, sir.
Tap in 619-720-1775.
It's going down. The Wednesday night chop up coming live from the headquarters, man. You know what I'm saying? Participate. Participation is a must.
The Unfadable said 90s all day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
90s.
Mr. Everywhere said 1980s. Shout Body says salute to all you living legends. Love you, love y'all, fam. Big up, big up.
For sure. For sure.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Everywhere said corporate America bought into it. Yeah. Adam said the 80s.
That was the 90s. And they started seeing there was so much money to be made. They grabbed it
and
up.
started buying them prisons.
Grabbed it all up.
Start buying that land for them prisons, and then you know that's a whole nother topic for another day, man. You know, but yeah. So we're gonna close the lines. No one called in. Ivan Diaz, big up.
Much love. I appreciate you, my brother. My brother from the city.
What's up?
He got the love offering you gave, man, for God.
Yeah, much love. I appreciate you.
You know, we appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you. No matter. Yes, sir. Being is right on time.
No matter how you sent it and what you sent it, you know, you sent it to the platform. Bloodstone knew about it. That you were our first.
Yep.
Donation, cash app.
Sure, man. Appreciate you. My boy Ivan, you know what I'm saying? From National City, you know what I'm saying? My ex-grind partner, we was grinding, you know what it is. It is what it is all day, all day.
Y'all got about another minute 30 before we close the lines until we move on to the next topic. What era was the best, in your opinion, for hip hop? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, now current. What say you? What say you? Let us know. 619-720-1775.
Definitely ain't current.
There it is. 1775. Y'all heard on 619
720-1775.
Let us know. Let us know.
Hit us live. You know what I'm saying? Positive energy only.
So yeah.
You see the number on the screen, do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Bloodstone, what you got for us, man?
Man, my thing is, my topic I want to speak upon, man, is as minorities, whether it be black or Hispanic or whatever, man, just people, different people, do we glorify the wrong things too much? As going to jail, down talking another person or another situation? Like, do we glorify that too much? And do we always, you know, why is that? Why is it that we glorify that too much? So much.
Okay, not.
What's that number? 720-1775.
619.
Yes, sir. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of you know, it comes from the OGs and the people that's guiding to, you know what I'm saying, put that platform down and the youngsters start glorifying everything that's moving. You know what I mean?
We have a call.
You got a call.
Yeah.
Caller, state your name and where you calling from.
It's everywhere. Calling from Florida.
There he is.
Yes, sir.
Here he is. You got 2 minutes. Tell us what's on your mind.
Man, I think 80s, was the best era of hip hop and rap music. One,
Yeah.
it was looking all this download era. Artists got their money. Artists work hard to get them on the promotional things. People work hard to get the music out there. Now everything was done behind the computer desk, and we had 16 promoters like K9 that actually got on the ground and met the record store owners and met the club owners and stuff like that. Now it's, nobody's meeting a DJ, nobody's meeting program directors or anything like that. So it's really the best era. So now Papa has been corporate, and it's a corporate entity, and it's the less out of the street element of hand-to-hand combat with the records. And now it's just a corporate system working with iHeartMedia to 2,500 radio stations to push the record.
You're right. You're right.
Yep.
You're right. And I believe the 80s, I believe the 80s were, that's the foundation. Like I keep saying, that was the foundation. And you can't build nothing without a solid foundation. That was a foundation. I just feel those that came after that knew the assignment compared to the ones that came after them. They could care less about all the history and who did what and who, you know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
Back in the days, it was more hands-on with the artists, you know what I'm saying? In store, stuff like that. They don't do that no more, man. You got to pay $1,000 for a meet and greet. And the dude was lip syncing on the stage.
Right.
So I feel you on that, man. I feel you on that, my brother. Back in the days, man. I mean, like I said, it was more hands-on, and you got a CD or a tape, you looked at it, you read inside of it and everything, you felt more personal with the person. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
What do you say, K9? Before we go to the next caller.
Say it again.
What do you say, K9, before we go to the next caller?
Oh man, it's all good. We went back to the first topic on the on that call.
Yeah.
It's all good. We good. We could head into the next caller. Give callers a little chance to call in. I seen we had DJ Ace on the line.
Yeah.
We had DJ Ace on there tapping in.
For sure. Tap in. The numbers on the screen, 619-720-1775. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
619-720-1775.
Yes, sir. And if you're over there on YouTube, on Instagram or Facebook, come on over to
Come on
YouTube.
over.
You know what I'm saying? Check us out.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's go on. Let's go on, man.
Yes, sir.
We got Bloodstone.
Yes,
appreciate you, Mr. Everywhere. Appreciate you.
Show you, my brother. Appreciate you, my brother.
Love. We appreciate you over here, man, on the Wednesday night chop up.
Shout out to everybody who be tapping in, man. To the ones that do tap in every time we do our show. Appreciate it, man. It's all good. Sir. Thank you very much.
Have we had a show since we went out there with UK9? Have we had a show?
Nope.
Oh, man. So, we got to. And I wish Nimi was on. We got to show love. And, we went out there. We did what we had to do. K9 was a perfect guest and host. Had a beautiful spread out there for us. You dig?
Oh, yeah, we
didn't get to play the arcade game because he kept battling. See, he knew who to call. He knew who to battle. He called out Bloodstone. He didn't call me out because I'd have been over there with the fingers on the machine.
Hey,
like, what's happening?
You was playing. You played one of my favorite games though. Was Gunsmoke, man.
Yeah, I was knocking that down.
Yeah, that's my favorite game, man. That's why it was probably on the screen at the time, because Gunsmoke. Oh, it's therapy, man. Playing that one is therapy, man. It's therapy.
Look, hey, the Unfadable said a question for the panel. You wake up with 150 million in your bank account. What's the first thing you're gonna do with your money?
Get the hell out there.
Say get out the country. That may be a beautiful move to Thailand, man. Move to Thailand and own some dirt in Thailand. You know what I mean? But nah, I'll get like some life insurance, make sure my insurances is right. Make sure I got some some money and some CDs and stuff for the children. You dig? And you know, I'll be scared to leave kids, especially my kids. I got some I'm grateful. Anyway, I love them. A whole bunch of money like that.
Yeah.
It would have to come with some incentives. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you go and get a master's degree, boom, you got this for you.
Yep.
Why not try to make them do better than what we were taught and did? Like we didn't have no one telling nobody, any of us, to go do that. I grew up with my grandparents who had 11 kids, so raising me and my little brothers and stuff was like a burden. And we felt it, you know what I mean? We felt love, you know, but we felt it, like, you know. And me now raising a granddaughter, I understand. Like, I don't know if I could get some more grandkids in the house. It's rough. I got little ones of my own I'm still raising. That's how it was with them, you know. But I will leave them something that's gonna benefit them. You know what I mean? And leave that money. Wait a minute. First of all, it got to be legal money. It got it got to be. I ain't waking up from a scam. Somebody tell me, you know, Cash App. You know how they be doing those scams. I ain't doing one of those. But if it's legal, I'm gonna make sure
family straight. Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure the family's straight, and we're building generational wealth.
Yes,
we
sir.
Still got to open it before Bloodstone. Come on, 619-720-1775 if you want to touch on this. You got 40 seconds.
Yeah, man.
Well, what would you do? Let's answer the question.
What I would do, like I said, I'd get my kids situated and just, you know, live my life to the fullest and just do what I got to do. You know, just put a lot of it into my music and just expand, man. Buy me a nice little house somewhere in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere it wouldn't be all flashy. I wouldn't be flashy with it. I wouldn't even let nobody know, to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I would just do my thing, maneuver like that, man.
K9.
It depends on, like, I mean, how young the kids are. If the kids is like really young, then they can't touch it. They can't really do nothing with no money. I would put their money into like high interest building accounts. So that way, you know, like 4, 5, 10 million in that account, they gonna have money forever. It's gonna be building up forever. You know what I'm saying? When them government CDs or something, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be where they get money constantly. You know what I'm saying? And then when you give family money, you got to give it to them in increments and with rules. You know what I'm saying? Because that money could have your whole family on dope. You know what I'm saying? That money could tear it up, man.
And arguing.
Arguing, fighting, killing each other.
And plotting,
Yeah,
because
man.
you got money don't mean you happy.
Yeah, somebody money run out and then they trying to get from the next, and it could get really bad, man. Money is the root of all evil.
Exactly.
The pursuit of money, not money. The pursuit of money.
Yeah. You're right.
Is the root of all evil.
Yeah,
it's what folks is willing to do for the money. Money is, but Bloodstone.
Yeah, like they say, man, money ain't bad as what people do with it.
Your topic. Let's get back to it. We had a call in that or that stopped.
Yeah, my topic was as minorities, do we celebrate, you know, the wrong things too much? You know what I'm saying? As far as like going to jail and, like I said, down talking the next man, we celebrate that too much, man. Do we celebrate that too much as people and also as minorities? Seems like we're always, you know, looking forward to the downfall of the next man or the next woman. And we like to cheerlead for that a lot of times. So, man, you know, do you guys think that we celebrate that stuff too much?
That's
of course.
You know, go ahead, because go ahead.
Of course, you know, we as a culture, we are now celebrating that stuff because you got, you know, with social media, you know, somebody fall off stage or when that stuff, it becomes a trend and everybody's reposting it. So it's like people like to see people fall. That tell you right there, people love to see people fall, or they like to celebrate when somebody go to jail or something, you know what I'm saying? Something happens, not knowing that if you ever been to jail, I mean, you would never wish jail on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Or not even on your worst enemy. You wouldn't want your worst enemy to really be in jail under those political things and under, you know, under slavery again. You wouldn't want that on nobody, man, to be locked up like that. But as the internet goes on, you can notice that every time you turn around, something's happening. And now, like, it starts at home, but also, you know, what you teach your kids at home, sometimes it's a lot of it out there on the internet, and it's a lot of it on their phone, and it's a lot of it in the streets. So you can teach them a lot at home anyway, but it's still, when you see everybody doing it, and that's what everybody's talking about, constant, that's what everybody's talking about, that's what everybody's doing. A person cannot be a follower, and you could turn him into a follower, because that's what the conversation is about. Yeah. So I think we have turned into, you know, liking to see each other fail, because it's funny. Yeah. It's funny to see somebody fall or lose all their money, and people just love doing it. You know, they like that.
But that's something we always done. Like there's a I forget the comedian name. He do these skits, and it's like, you know, black folks will clown you about anything. You know what I mean? And dude making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then in the background, are you making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? He's like,
yeah, you're right.
You know, it over stupid stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This nigga going to work.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Oh, this nigga going to work, homie.
Oh, he brushed his teeth. You know, anything. And that's just something in us. And it's not just like I used to do on the Hot Topic Tuesday about the crab in the barrel mentality.
Yeah.
It ain't just here. It ain't just LA. It's everywhere. We grew up basing on each other. Or the younger, you know, people called it dirty dozens or whatever they called it. We called it basing. You know what I mean? And we based on each other. It's just what we did. You know what I mean? Like we grew up. If you weren't good in sports, you got clowned. Like that's just how we did it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And on your topic, you know, we looked at folks that was in jail like they were famous or something. Like they were, you know what I mean? They were the ones.
Yeah.
We didn't have none of them there to teach us and guide us, so we had to go do it our own way, right? So, but jail was something like, if you went to jail, you was like, okay, you went, you know what I mean? Like it was a you know what I mean? You got props for that back then.
And the cool thing about it is that we never really sat there and really thought about the effect it would have
on our family,
on the generation,
especially when I got older.
Yep, as you know, the kids and everything, man. So you know,
that's a whole nother part.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Because you know, we all, you know, if you participated in streetness, you know, as a youngster and all that, man, you know, we did the same thing. We celebrated it, stuff like that, man. But as you get older, and then I speak to a friend of mine, well, he's like my relative. Every Sunday, he's doing 14 years right now, man. And it's like, you know, at the end of the conversation, man, you know, I'm like, man, you know, he's like, stay safe out there. And I'm like, homie, you know, I hope I see you when you get out, because nowadays you never know. You know what I'm saying?
I cut you off for 1 second. Cheryl saying something important, and that was going to be my topic, but it's about us, right? We look up to like the football players, the basketball players, all the rappers with millions and millions and millions, and not the lawyers, the doctors, the you know what I mean, the ones that's doing it you know what I mean, grinding.
Yeah.
We don't celebrate them. Until we start celebrating them, it's not going to be a difference in nothing we do. We keep idolizing the wrong folks. But you know, that's a good topic, Bloodstone, for real. That's a
in the words of Ice Cube, we'll celebrate a cat twerking and not a cat working. It's called game, man. We got to do better.
So at what point do you think it changed in your life? What point in your life do you think it changed where you start seeing that to not glorify the jail part? Was it after going to jail? Was it after visiting somebody
I
to
can't say
jail?
going.
Or was it
I
after?
can't say that.
Huh?
I visited people in jail all my life as a kid. I ended up going to jail while my dad was in, like I was in jail in New York, upstate New York, where I didn't have no family, no phone numbers, no nothing. Like, but then I came back home and went back to jail. You know what I mean? So it was like when I decided, or when I not decided, but when I found out and figured out what a real man was, you dig? Like I was grown, but I always say it took me till at least 40 years old, man, to realize what a real man was about. And that's when I changed my whole life up. You know what I mean? And I'm a square. You dig? All of us didn't grow up squares, but we lived enough life to know we don't need to be out on them blocks.
Yeah, man. You know when
when's the last time you went into a full sprint?
It's been a minute. I go to the gym, but now I'm not sprinting.
A full sprint. You hang out with some young dudes and trying to be this in the street still, and when things happen, and they take off running.
You call.
You the one caught.
You call, homie.
Because you're gonna pull a muscle. You're gonna do something.
Man, the big homie, they called the big homie. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Most OGs got locked up or killed, so there was no one to. Yeah, exactly, Unfadable. That's exactly what I was saying. But yeah,
man, when I seen when I seen how it affected a lot of people I know, family while they were in jail, and then with how it affected them when they got out. I mean, it was something I really wasn't a fan of, man. And I'm blessed to be in the situation I am, man. You know what I'm saying? To be doing my thing. And every person, I've ever, every person I know that's been to jail, ain't none of them ever told me that it was like the place to go and man, like on its own and stuff like that, man. But one thing, a lot of things, a lot of times, the Lord, put different situations in your life, man. A lot of my friends have told me, man, that when they did go to jail, man, it was they had to because they were out there doing too much and they were to end up dead if they wouldn't have went to jail. Sometimes the Lord will sit you down. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing too much out there, he'll give you the sign. But if you don't see the sign, man, he'll sit you down. But all in all, man, main purpose of life, stay free. Mind, body, and definitely soul. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the ones out there locked down. Free everybody out there, man. You know what I'm saying? But, the main purpose of life is, man, to stay free and do our thing, man. Live our life to the best of our abilities. Do right, not because you want something. Do right because it's the right thing to do. Believe that.
That's right. Hey, Nine, what you got for us, man?
For tonight, man, you know what I'm saying? The topic is, how hard do y'all think has changed from getting DJs to actually play and break your records and, just different radio DJs, different club DJs, just different house party DJs, different event DJs. How hard do you think it has changed now to get them to actually touch your record now?
Very hard. I do shows. I booked DJs to do my events and still had to fight with them to play my own artist music. Like, hold up, dog. I sent you the music. You're doing my show. I'm paying you. And you playing everyone else's music except my artists. It's like these DJs now are divas. Like, they think, and I used to be a DJ in New York City. You know what I mean? Back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? DJ let loose. Y'all know what time it is. And I played everybody's music. You know what I mean? I was in New York playing San Diego music. You know what I'm saying? So it and putting it on mixtapes. I don't understand if you're not the person, if y'all not in a relationship, if y'all didn't grow up with each other, these DJs now are
hating.
He said it. I didn't say it. He said it.
Hey.
Homie, back in the days, they played your music because it was good. Now they play it because you broke bread. That's why you think you're hearing all these songs 10 times a day because they good. Some of them are good. Very, very few, some of them. But, you know what I'm saying? It's because they broke bread. Homie, the record label broke bread. That's why you hear these songs every 5 minutes. But back in the days, you had to have good music, man.
Back in the day, they would want to just play it, though.
Yep.
If it was good.
Yep.
House parties, block parties, high school dances. If you had a clean, they didn't care about no clean version then. You did?
Yeah, they did. Some of them did.
But they played it, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you had a clean version, see, this is another conversation because this is stuff artists should have, a whole DJ pack.
That's why I write my music with no cursing.
Tell them again.
I write my music with no profanity because of the simple fact, when you give it to a DJ, the less he has to do to it, as far as edit it and everything, the more of a chance you have to get it played. Soak that up.
What say you?
Soak it up.
Yeah.
Soak it up.
I think back in the day, what made it real better for them to play your record and made it easier for them to play your record is records were expensive. And if you was in a record pool, you had to go through all them the DJ had to go through all them records. I started my own record pool where I had DJs I serviced with records constantly, certain DJs, and I serviced them with my records. So I made sure they had whatever was coming out new. They got a chance to hear it first. And those DJs were really smart because they wanted to have something nobody else had. So they would go through those records out of my record pool and they would go through them and check them out and play them. And like I say, records were so expensive. You're trying to play for a party, you got to fill this time slot. So you might find a beat. You might not like the rap, but you might find an instrumental or a
break beat on
play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they was able to do that stuff. Now everything is MP3 and these files, and it's not really like they everywhere. Some DJs will show you love and they'll play you off SoundCloud or Apple Music. They'll play you straight from there or YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Some DJs will show love, but you got to have a relationship with the DJ that they gonna trust what you bring in there or trust you.
That's important though. As an artist, you should have certain relationships, right?
Yeah.
You should have relationships with a DJ, a producer, an engineer, a videographer. You should have relationships with them people, or be with someone, sign or be or come around somebody who got something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna open it up.
Yeah,
we're gonna open it up. Yeah. What say y'all, man? 619-720.
1775 is going down. Yeah, man. As far as the record pool situation, shout out to my boy Edgar Barajas, DJ Sound Effects, man. We was youngsters. He used to be part of a record pool, man, and that's how I became familiar with it, man, because he used to get all these records before a lot of different cats would get it, and I would wonder why. Boom, being part of a record pool, man. We all started a lot of your favorite rappers started house parties, carrying crates. I know what I did, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to my brother Edgar, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he put me up on the record pool.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah, we see him. He said it's all about networking.
Yes, sir.
And your net worth is your network.
Exactly. You know what it is.
So put in that work. Put in that work.
Sure.
Listen,
gotta pound that pavement. Pound that pavement.
Call it out.
619-720-1775. Y'all tap in with us.
Yes, sir. Tap in, man. We coming live from the headquarters. You know what I'm saying? Coming live from the headquarters, and also the homie K9 Compton coming live from the spot. This is the Wednesday night chop up with Bloodstone, the Street Preacher, Trey Boogie, and K9 Compton. So, man, y'all tap in.
Yeah, we're not going to tell y'all now where we about to be shooting content at real soon, but we still got a lot of content. Big up to Nimmy.
Shout out to Nimmy.
Big up to Nimmy.
Yeah, shout out to Nimmy.
He working. He went and did my I did an elementary school get together, like reunion type thing. So he came in and shot that. So he got a lot of work he messing with.
Yeah, man. He shot a little footage, a content video for me for the Underhound, man. We're up there at K9's house. So shout out to the homie Nimmy, man. He's working, man. He's doing his thing. Shout out to Nimmy.
K9, we were recording content and footage the whole way out there because we doing a documentary. Get into your spot.
Coming soon. Directed by Nimmy. Shot and directed by Nimmy.
But at the end of the month, we'll be somewhere.
Y'all gonna put the roadmap on. Y'all putting the roadmap to my spot, huh? I'm gonna have to tighten up. I'm gonna have to tighten up the fort.
No. We just said where. Hey, nobody can find nobody out there unless they know the address. So we could say the city. We could. They are not going to find nobody. That bug, man.
That's where you go when you're trying to run from somebody. You're hiding or running from somebody. You're going out there.
Hey, but we appreciated you, man.
Oh yeah, it was all good, man.
We're gonna be. I don't know where we're coming from, but it's gonna be by some water, y'all. We got some stuff jumping, and we building and we building.
Make sure y'all subscribe
do
and
everything.
Tap in.
I'll be back on Friday for the Friday night chop up.
Yes, sir.
I got a guest that's gonna be on that I grew up with, and she got a big presence on YouTube and stuff, and she's a holistic, like she healed herself from being sick, man. Her stories is incredible.
Positive energy. That's what we do here.
What you got going, Bloodstone?
Yeah, man. This Friday evening, Saturday morning, and Saturday evening, Sunday morning, excuse me, you can check me out on IG Live. You know what I'm saying? Late night hyping after the slave. You know what I'm saying? Doing my thing. It's a thing I do every Friday and Saturday night after I get off the slave, man, pushing them 2 jobs, homie. So y'all check me out. Check me out on IG. Follow me on IG if you ain't following me yet, man, and all digital platforms. And other than that, man, we're going to just keep working, keep making it do what it do.
Hey, Not
now, but right now.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all can still check me out. The new merchandise is coming. I'm about to revamp the old merchandise on the website. So right now, the merchandise is all sold out. It's not available right now, but I'm going to revamp it. So probably next month, everything will be ready for purchase again. I'm discontinuing the golf hats, so I ain't going to have none of the golf hats on there. I'll still have the Compton hats, but the golf hats going to be discontinued from my website. But all the other stuff, it'll be my designs on there, the K9 designs, the record company designs, and you'll be available to purchase the documentary that I'm in, Where's the Soul? That'll be on there. You'll be able to do a bunch of little things on there, man. I'm trying to add some more stuff to keep people interested on the website. So you go on there, you can play my music on there. You can play other people's music. About the network, we're gonna put the Chop It Up on. We're gonna put Chop Up tune on there. We're gonna have a link straight from the website to there. So we finna do a whole lot of networking, a whole lot of new stuff coming. 225, right. 2025.
Man. There it is. I'm gonna add y'all to my website. You know, www.TreyBoogieOfficial.com. I'm gonna add y'all to mine, and that's what it's about.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Cheryl. Appreciate you, D Unfadable. Appreciate you, Mr. Everywhere. Appreciate all of you guys tapped in. There's a lot on Instagram. Swift Hardway, Ferno, Nina Goodflower. Oh, that's I grew up with her. You did. Brandon Howard. I appreciate everybody, man. That's
tapping in.
Those
Thank
on
you very
Facebook. Much. I'll be back Friday. No matter, I'm gonna have an update.
Friday night
we keep doing what we doing and be looking out for this content. We got a bunch of content that's about to be dropping, and we're about to be doing some more. We're trying to give y'all some good content over here.
Yes, sir. We're doing our thing. God's hand, God's plan. We're gonna keep pushing.
Yup, in Jesus' name.
Yes, sir. Always. Always.
A good update.
Always.
You heard me?
Yes, sir.
I appreciate y'all. Again, it's your big homie Trey Boogie.
Bloodstone, the street preacher, the Underhound.
Yeah, that's right. K9 Compton in the building.
And we'll holler, man.
This is the Wednesday night chop up. It ain't going down now, but right now. Yes, sir.
Thank you, everyone. You are now welcome aboard the Choppin Experience.